Hey everybody, I'm here today with the game Herbaceous or Herbaceous, depending on how hard you like to say your H's. But Herbaceous is a game by Stephen and Eduardo Baraf from Pencil First Games with artwork by Beth Sobel. And of course, the solo game, as I'm noticing with more and more of the Pencil First games, is by Keith Matejka. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to play two games actually, but we're going to count it as a single game because when you're playing the solo game, you can kind of challenge yourself to do two games because you take the deck that has 72 cards in it and you take out 36, which I've already done here, and you have 36 that you play with for the first game, and you're playing against yourself for a score, and then you take the other half of the deck and you get that score with the remaining cards and add those two together, and your goal is to get at least 114 points. Hopefully, I'll do that. I don't know. I've had I've had some difficulty getting above 50 with this. I've played a few games now. I like the game a whole lot. It's kind of dependent on some randomness and some luck in terms of what's in the deck and when you find things. Because, well, we'll talk about gameplay more in a minute, but so you can make good decisions and still be out of luck in terms of points. So there's that. But I really do like it. The artwork is great. Who knew that making a game about herbs from your little herb garden and collecting those would be a fun game, but it is really fun. I like it a lot. Um, so that is a little quick thought on the game. Also, there's the biscuit, the herb biscuit, and the biscuit here is not a cookie. Well, we might as well just switch cameras here. Um, the biscuit is not a cookie. It is like an American biscuit where you have herbs baked into it, and it's more of like a salty, savory treat. But if you get all three of one, two, three of the special cards into your glass jar, then you get this, which is worth 5 points. So you could get basically 9 points here. Well, not let's see, not nine. Through six plus the six is 12 plus the five is 17. So you could get a total of 17 out of this. The highest score you can get for this one, which is different pairs of things, is 18. The highest for this one is just different cards is 14. So I kind of get that one out of the way sometimes, and I'll explain why more in a minute. And then this one is cards that are just the same, and the most you can get for that is 22 if you get all seven cards that are the same. So that's all going on. There's the public garden and the private garden, and I just completely forgot them. But with our 36 cards, we're going to get one card face up next to our discard here. And it starts with the lavender, and then we put two cards into the community garden. And basically, this community garden is going to have a takeaway blocking action that's going to happen. And as that is happening, then I'm going to have cards that are my own in my private garden, and I get three to start with. So we get some information that deals with some of the randomness, but not all of it, obviously. So already, this is interesting to me in that now we have three different cards. We have a pair up here, and when you put things into these different pots and so forth, you can take either from the community garden or the private garden or both, and that's the same as the regular game. What's basically different is that every time that this reaches 5 cards, it immediately goes into the discard and is gone. And yeah, let's just get playing because I think that's most of what's going on here. Um, Except that every turn, what we're going to be doing is flipping 3 cards. One has to go to the community, one has to come to my private card, and one's going to go into discard. So as that happens, I'm trying to get a good score related to these things here. So already I do have a pair, and that's not, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that because it's up there. Um, but I have three different ones here. So let's just get started flipping some cards and see what happens. So there's Tarragon, and that's a fourth. I think what I want to do with that one is put down here in my private garden. So the next one is another Tarragon. That's interesting because we could see we're already close to being able to just the second thing here, and I'll zoom in. But the second thing here is if you have 4 cards, which is 2 pairs, you get 8 points. So I might that's not terrible. I'm gonna put that one up there because now we have 2 pairs. Remember, I can pull from both the community garden and my private garden, and um, so we will see what the one that we have to discard is. It's saffron. Okay, I feel like that was a good round because we have possibilities for points still. That didn't ruin us in one way or another. And now we have a dill. Okay, I actually really kind of like this because I think what we're gonna do is because remember these will go away when they get 5. Um, we're gonna put that there. We're gonna put this one down here. I really like this now because now we can do 4 pairs, which is 8 cards, which is 14 points. Not the highest, but we made use of the community garden. And then this last one has to go into the discard. Not great, but not terrible because we've now discarded Bay, and it would have been nice to see Bay down here, add some variety to our herb garden, but that's okay. All right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my, um, before we start the turn, I'm going to take this pair of saffron, this pair of dill, the pair of sage, and the pair of tarragon. So that's 4 pairs of different cards. And what I do when I'm playing is it says to tuck them, but what I do is I just set them here so I can quickly see what I have accomplished already. And I set it just to the left of where it scores. So right now I have 4 pairs, which is 8 cards, which means I've already scored 14 points. And so my goal is to get 57 points. I don't know if I'm going to reach that because, like I said, we're trying to get the 114 points. And yeah, I just don't know if that's going to happen to get 57, but we're going to try. So, all right. So let's see here. That was before the turn started. Yep, before the turn started. So 3 cards are going to come out one at a time. Lavender. I'm going to take that down here, and maybe we could get a bunch of lavender and get a bunch of points off of that. That would be really cool. I don't know if that'll happen, but that's that. A chive, which is one of the special ones, and it shows it here. 2 points. Hopefully we don't get another special one showing up because it has to go to the, oh, that's almost as bad because there's one of the lavenders I wanted. Okay, that's that turn. Let's go to the next turn. Dill. Um, hmm. I don't know what to do with that. Dill. We're just gonna put it up here because if things get really weird, we can just take 3 different here and get 6 points off of this card. So I guess that's what I'll do. Here's a mint. So we have a mint, a chive, and we could put different things in here. The ideal situation is to get that 1, 2, and 3 here like this. But what are we gonna have to discard? Tarragon. Okay, that could have been worse. And now we get tarragon again. Well, like I said, I'm gonna put it up here so that we can at least get the 6 points off of different ones. There's another tarragon. I guess we're going to discard that one and hope that this is the 3. Hopefully, I have no idea what's in this deck. It's not the 3, but if we had to, we could put these all over into here, and at least we would have. Because special ones can only go into here. So, and actually, the other good thing is if I had to discard this, we could, but I can't. I can't use it in these 2. It can only go in here. So that's interesting. But we do have some options now. All right, and a new round. Um, and, this is kind of what I was afraid of. I'm gonna put the rosemary down here and hope that maybe we get the 3. Saffron. Um, so here is where I have my choice. Do I want to add this to the community garden, or do I want to discard it? I think I want to discard it because we haven't seen a whole lot of saffron pop up yet. So we're gonna discard it. and hopefully we get that 3. There it is. Fantastic. I am genuinely surprised and happy because that only happens in some games. But there we go. So before the next round, what we're going to do is we're going to pot our plants. And so I'm going to take my 1, 2, 3. We got that 17 points off of there. So we got the 1, 2, 3 there. They're going to go here next to the 6. And we got the biscuit, an enjoyable biscuit that we get to enjoy and eat. So there is that. And that frees up space in our community garden too. So it's really nice. I'm happy with that. Except now I'm confused as to where I was on the turn. Let's see here. How many cards have we played? Well, that's 3, 4, 5. We can count and find out, right? 3, 6, 7 is 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 24, 26. So that means we need one more card to come out for this round to be full. Because we put the saffron there, then we got that. Is that what happened? Oh, I'm so confused. Oh man, this is the problem with talking and playing. 26. I'm gonna say I have to discard it, whatever it is. Chive. Okay. I don't know if that was right. Either way, it wouldn't have helped me even coming down here. I knew it couldn't go up there, so what? I'm sorry, playing later on. This is why I usually keep a notepad by me when I'm playing in case I get interrupted or something. But oh well, we're gonna keep playing that way. Either way, that didn't interrupt the flow of the game for sure. So okay, 3 cards. First card, dill. We're going to discard that one. And now we have to deal with the community and the private. Lavender. And so this one has to go to the community garden and lavender. Okay. So at the beginning of the next turn, we could take the 4 lavender and place it in here, and that would give us 14 points. There's no rush on that because we've freed up space. So we're gonna go here like this. See what we get. So we get bay, and I'm gonna put the bay down here, and hopefully we get another lavender. That's interesting. Don't need that because we're going to score lavender here on the samesies. And then community is going to be sage. Okay, so that happened. So now before the next turn, now we do have to deal with this so we don't have to worry about the community going away. So we're going to take the 4 lavender, and it's going to go here. So 14 points for the samesies. So we're 14, 14, 28, 17, 35, 45 points. And now for the differences, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will give us 8 points. Okay, that's good. That's good. Good. Okay, so let's see what we get. Sage is the same, so we're gonna toss it. Just see what we can get here. And rosemary we already have. We're gonna put that down here. I don't know that that helps us at all. It doesn't. And rosemary here. Okay, so this will hit 5 cards next time no matter what. Well, not no matter what. We can play here first and we can discard. So we might as well play into because we get to play one last final thing. So okay, so these are just junk anyway. So okay, so all that would have we would have just scored this. This is all we possibly could have scored. So we get rosemary, dill, tarragon, sage, and bay. That's 5 cards for a total of 8. And then we just add this up. And I think I'm gonna have to write on my whiteboard over here so I don't forget. But we have I'll check again, make sure 14 plus the 8 is 22, plus the 4 sets, which is another 14, which is 36, plus the 17, because we got that, So 43, 53, not quite that 57 we wanted. Now you kind of see how hard it is to get that 57 and above, but 53 is not bad. I'm not displeased with that. So 53 is what we got in that first game, although I did mess one little thing up a little bit. Um, and that I lost my place, but I don't think I made it easier on myself. I'm sure somebody can comment later on, tell me which one I didn't do. But okay, so 53 points. Um, we set all of these to the side. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. 53 points. And 53 points. And now we start another game. Giving me a shuffle so you know that I am not cheating on against myself. I don't know why I would cheat. I don't know. It's not fun to cheat. I always try to make it harder, if anything, if I forget what I did. So there's that. Alrighty. So now we flip over one. We're going to start with the bay discarded. Then we get two in the garden, a saffron, and a saffron again. Wow. Not loving that. And sage, rosemary, and bay. Okay, so what do we want to go for this time? Is the question. What would be likely to give us some points? Well, so 53 points, if you're curious, there is this little sheet here, and 53 points is I'm a professional herbalist. That's what it says. But the 57 is the true green thumb harvester. It's been rare that I actually got that. Oh, hi, Clay. Yeah, it's Beth Sobel artwork, right? So of course it's beautiful. She is so consistently good in her artwork. But how are you doing today? It's rainy here today. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just move this around this time to where I played a card last. Okay, so three cards. Let's see what we have happened. Rosemary, I'm gonna start something there, so I'll put this here, and I really enjoy it. It's difficult to get the 57, which is what you need to get to actually get significant points. Well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can get the difference out of the way, which is an idea. I'm gonna play that here. It's difficult to get the 57 points, which is what you need to get to in order to um, actually win the game solo, because it's just a chart. I'll show you that, but the chart is just like if you get less than 37, then you're not very good. And then there's beginning planter, clever cultivator, talented garden, professional herbalist, and then true green thumb harvester. I've only gotten 57 once actually, but I've played it about 10 games. So yeah, it's enjoyable. It's pretty quick. But I like playing two games together and trying to see what my score is together, because that's kind of the challenge that you could do. Because you play with half the deck and then the other half of the deck. Okay, so I played there. Now I'm going to have to discard something. And we'll move that there. And it's lavender we have to discard. Well, that's fine. Right. In fact, I could just do this. I could use my extra little markers. Move those around. Okay. Um, so I'm going to pick this card up, and it's saffron again. Interesting. Um, Three of a kind is 10 points. I'm going to put the saffron down here because four of a kind is 14 points again. And that's a rosemary. Well, shoot. I'm going to do that there. And then for my last one, I will do this one here, which is another bay. Okay, so now I have to think, because these will go away if I don't do something with them. So I could do the three saffron for 10 points. But what I think I'm going to do is what I said the first game of, like, just getting rid of the difference because they're the lowest scorers anyways. So I'm going to take a saffron, dill, rosemary, um, bay, and sage. That's 5. And I will take the 5 and place them here. 5 for 8. If you need to see that one again, 5 for 8 on here. So, all right. All right, back around. Start of a new hand. Well, there's rosemary. Okay, so that's what I played last. And there's a rosemary. That's what I played next. And my last one is a lavender. Okay, so that's 4 of a kind. I like that. Because if I can get the 5 or more of a kind, that would be really cool. So, okay. Good hand there. Dill. This isn't great, so I'm gonna put it down. You know, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it down here, and we'll see what we get up there. Bay. I'm gonna toss that one because I don't know that I need to keep any bay. We've already seen a couple, so I might not be able to get pairs of that. So there's that. That was my second play. And then my third play is up here. And well, so that was a good play because there's another pair. So I can get one more card up here before I have to be worried. So I'll go ahead and start the next round. Saffron. And then dill. I'm going to throw that one away because I don't need it. And then the last one will be up here to a lavender. Okay, so now I have to deal with this. I could do different pairs because I have 3 different pairs. 3 different pairs would be 12 points. But if I do that, I'm probably not going to get. But if I take the 4 rosemary, that's 14 points. I think that's what I'm going to do just for consistency's sake. I'm going to take the, before I start the next turn, the 4 rosemary and put that there for 14 points. All right, so that is 14 plus 8 is 22. Not great, but I don't know. Maybe that's not what I want to do. Because if I did different pairs, I have to get 4 different pairs, and right now I only have 3 different pairs. Is that even likely? But that would clean this up a little. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of. So there was a rosemary there. I'm going to get rid of the rosemary there. I'm going to get rid of the dill. And I'm going to get rid of 1 saffron here and 1 saffron here. And that way the community garden is cleaned up. That's what I'm going to do instead. That's 6 cards for 12 points. So 2 less points, but I think that that's better to have my community garden open like that so that I can hopefully get my herb biscuit again and hopefully get something with a lot more of a single card. Okay. Well, there's my time. Guess I'll put that down here. And there is saffron again. I don't want to stick that up there. There's bay. Okay. Well, if I was really good and paying attention, I would know what's left in this deck because I've seen everything in the first deck, and we only have a certain amount of cards left here, but I am not remembering right now what's left in here. Okay. And then, oh shoot, now I lost my place again. So, I had time, I had bay, and then now I gotta discard something. Okay. And there's one of the cards I needed, my mint. Okay, so that is discard. That's what I played last. We'll go back around another time. Okay. I'm gonna put that down here. That's what I played. And then I will, there's a mint. I'll put that there. And then hopefully this isn't a 2 that I flip. And it's not. Sage goes there. Okay. Okay, we're doing okay. Because worst case scenario, I put you always lose track too. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the top. Like I was just listening to something on Hidden Brain yesterday about like do a single task. Try not to multitask. Multitasking is bad for your ability to do something well. And here I am streaming and talking and playing a game at the same time. Um, yeah. That was, all right. So what I could do, and we have room for one more card. So worst case scenario, though, I'll get 3, 6, 7 plus the 6 is 13. That's not the 17, but 13 isn't bad points. So we will flip some more and see what we get. Tarragon. I'm going to throw that away with the hope that we get the 2 out here. One more. Oh, there's a Tarragon again. Okay, of course. I'm going to put that down here. And Rosemary. Okay. So the question is, how much rosemary is left in the game? I got rid of 2. I'm not gonna search back through here, but I know there were rosemary in there. So how can I actually get a bunch of rosemary, or should I just take the 3 rosemary and get the 10 points? Or because that's what I have to do right now. I have to decide: do I just get the 13 points, or do I risk it? I mean, that only clears up one thing. Either way, I'm in trouble here. So I think I'm just gonna uh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Sorry, do this. I'm gonna get the 13 points here. So there is no possibility of me getting the biscuit now. We're just gonna turn that upside down. So 13 points. That's that for that. And then we see what happens again. Sage. I don't care about Sage. At this point, it's just if I could get 2 of the same card. And there's Sage. Um, I made a critical mistake. And Bay. Okay. So okay. So now I can flip over a card. No, I don't want to put that there. In case we get a rosemary. Nope. And there's another sage. I made a critical mistake. Okay, so I just get the 3 rosemary, which is 10 points. So 10 plus 8 is 18. Plus the 12 is 30. 43 plus my 53 is 96. Not a bad score, honestly, because 96 divided by 2 is 48, and the 48 is I'm a talented gardener. I am a talented gardener. So I just got through 2 games in 30 minutes. So I think I'm going to try it again and see if I can beat my score. But my we'll see here. 43 for second game. I this game I it's very chill. It's very like I don't feel under a lot of pressure, but at the same time I'm like I feel like I could have made better choices, maybe, but I don't know. Like I don't know. Um, and now I need to go back and play Sprouts again and see which one I prefer next to each other. I always like rolling dice though, um, even though they're just as random, if not more random. You like how fast you can get through a game. I'm more likely to play solo. There's minimal setup and play. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. Like, um, it's a deck of cards. A couple things to keep track. There's, yeah, I feel like I could play this with my mom or other people that don't want like super heavy things, but they like pretty little easy to learn games. I think there's a lot to like in this this small game. So I and I was sent this by Pencil First, and but I liked it as soon as I opened it. Um, I've liked everything that I've played from Pencil First. I got to play Skull Hollow with Alex a few times, and that was a lot of fun. Um, so this isn't really a commercial, but yeah, I did have I've had good interactions with the Pencil First people, and I've had good plays of their games. So um, I gotta count out some cards. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 25, 28, 31, 34, 36. Okay, so that'll be our first deck. And here's our second deck. And so actually I'm going to play 2 games. 2 games of 2 games. So, but it's like really 1 game for each one. So we'll see if I can beat my 96. All right. And Tarragon is already out of the game. Dill and Lavender is there. Let's see what I get from my private garden. I was kind of hoping they'd all be different, but that's okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different showing. We could get 6 points right off the top with that. That's kind of the bare minimum usually for this card. It is 6 points. So that's fine. But let's see what we get going. There's a mint. I'm going to take that down here. So I just put here. And there's a Tarragon. And so that already presents an interesting problem in that now we could get 8 points out of this one, but that's not super high out of this. And then let's see what we throw away. Saffron. Okay. And then Sage. Okay. So we've already raised this one to 8, which is past the median for it, which is nice. I'm going to put that one down. No, actually up here, because if we use all these, then we would clean that up. So yeah, okay. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Nice. There's a time. So we have to do it. And then we have to discard. That's not good. There's my 2. That's disappointing. Okay, so now I'm going to have to decide what I want to put in a pot. I'm going to take all these, like I said, clean that up. And Bay. And so we have 5. Getting past the median score on a card is decent, but not. We have to have like one exceptional one, I think. So 5 for 8 here on this card. 5 for 8. Okay. Let's see what we have next. Tarragon. I'm gonna put it down here. Sure. And Lavender. Oh my. We're gonna toss that one. And Sage. Okay. So I don't know if that was good or bad. We'll have to find out. There's another. So we went here, we went here. And now we're gonna have to go here. Okay, so at least we have points we could get from this, but I'd rather see the 2. Okay, so new thing, Tarragon, I'm going to put up here. And we're going to flip another Dill. Guess I will put that down here and hope we don't flip the 2. Rosemary, okay, okay. And then, yeah, we got space. Okay, we're good. Let's see what we get. That's what we did last. Oh my, Bay is going to go down here. And then Sage is going to go up here. And then the last card is going to go over here, which is Dill. Okay, So that now means we have 3 pair of different things, which is also past the median. So let's play that way. Let's continue to play that way. Let's, before we go into the next one, we're gonna get rid of tarragon, dill, and sage pairs and put them over here, which is 12 points, 3 pairs. Okay. We're only at 20 points. That puts a lot of pressure on getting the same cards and the two. But I thought I'd try a different strategy. So let's see how it works out. Lavender. If I have to get rid of this one, it's not the worst thing in the world. So I'm gonna do that. Lavender will go there. Toss the saffron and see what we get next. Sage, junk. So that's where I put. Okay. Well, I don't think this is going to be a good hand because put saffron down here. We will put, there it is. Yeah, okay, that's good. Got past the medium, got on the exceptional side, and we get to enjoy our nice biscuit. And that means that this will go over here. Okay, so pot these up. 1, 2, 3. That'll be 17 points there. So 37. And 37 points. So really, I have to get 5 of a kind, which I don't know that I can do now to get anything exceptional in this game. Okay. All right. So first card is Bay. Second card is Sage. And you know what? I'm tossing that. And third card is Tarragon. Okay. Bay, Sage, Tarragon. Okay. We're going to be getting rid of stuff no matter what over here next time. So, all right, that's fine. Saffron, okay, I guess I will. Oh, that's hard. You know what? Saffron's going in the discard pile. And that was actually the right choice. Because this will break as soon as I put that there. So that will go in the discard pile. So that was discard here. Okay, and then that gets played out here. Lavender, junk. Okay, and last ones. I got rosemary. Guess it can go up there, doesn't matter. And sage. All right, so we did not get good cards. That means that we got 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 12 is 26 plus the 17 is 43. That's the same exact score we got last game. It's a very nominal score that says clever cultivator. I mean, it's not bad, but it's like you're doing okay. You're doing okay. You're not doing great. You're not doing bad. You're just doing okay with your herb garden. You were able to make some spaghetti, and at least you got to make an herb biscuit. That's what I feel about 43. At least you got to enjoy an herb biscuit. Why not? Actually sounds really good with like butter right now. Okay, so that one, that's our discard. And shuffle these real quick. And the last one, let's see what happens. And another bay. Okay. Okay. There's a bay. You get a bay. You get a bay. You all get a bay. Merry Christmas. All right. Oh, you're hungry now? Yeah, actually, I am too. We are making, so we're vegetarians. Well, my wife is. I'm a pescatarian. My boys are vegetarians. we're making palm heart pot pies tonight because, and then we're gonna use some spices. Um, but there's a place in Grand Rapids that is a Brazilian brewery that has palm heart pot pies, and that's and I've been hungry since I tried them. So okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 4 different. Um, which is the bare minimum again here, and we have a pair again here, which I feel like if I did the math, this is a typical way for things to show up. I have to ask Jeff Engelstein on the math on that. Okay, first thing, rosemary. I'm gonna put that down here. Second thing, tarragon. I'm gonna put that right there. And third thing, dill. Okay. And interesting. Okay. Then we get new ones. I'm gonna put that there for the saffron. And bay is going to go here. And then the last one is going to be lavender. All right. Okay, so I have to make a decision up here. I think I want to clear the whole thing. But the question is, do I want to clear it with a couple pairs? I don't think that makes sense, but I can do 1, 2, 3 pairs, and that's past the median, or I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cards, which is second highest here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that because that clears that completely. So we're going to do 6 different herbs and spices on our pizza tonight, or chicken. I don't know. I guess it's KFC. Herbs and spices. Yeah. For 12 points. And okay. New round. Yep. Dill. I'm gonna put that down here. Okay. Saffron. I'm gonna toss the saffron, which is insane, right? With the price of saffron, why would I ever toss that? Well, and there's saffron. Okay, so there's probably the right choice, although that feels weird. So, okay, let's see what we get next. Chives, I will put down here. Bay, I will put here because we have a couple pairs now. That's fine. And then the last one will go here, which is dill. Oh no, I wanted the dill. Well, okay, that's gonna be pairs, not the singles that I'm working on. Okay. Lavender. I will keep the lavender. Lavender, okay. So pair, second pair. We have a third pair, okay. And last one will be rosemary is out. Okay, all right. Bay. And then rosemary. I can't do that, but I mean, I can pair it up that way. So that's interesting. So that will go there. And then the last one will be something. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I can now get some pairs of different things. I will get the pair of lavender, pair of rosemary, the dill, and the bay, and clean up the community pile there. So that's 4 pairs. So that gets us to 14 points there. So we're already at 26 points. That's better than last time, but I'm still not confident in what's happening. Okay. Sage. I'm gonna keep that. Sage. Sage is getting kept. Tarragon is gonna get tossed. And then Bay. Oh, Bay. You Um, it's been a couple years since I played this. You should change that. Yeah, I mean, I had never played it solo before they sent it to me, and it's quite good. Um, it's one I'm going to be taking now with me to holidays because it doesn't feel super aggressive. Okay, Tarragon Bay, and then what is going to come out? Sage. Okay, Sage, we can be friends. All right, and start again. Uh, Saffron, I guess. I don't know. All those herbs are appropriate. Exactly, right? Like that's what we were just talking about. It makes me hungry to think about all the good food I can make with this. Um, Tarragon is going in the trash again. And then, come on, rosemary is not what I wanted to see. You jerk, rosemary. Why would you show up on my table right now? Okay. Rosemary came out again. I don't want rosemary. It's going to go there. And then time. Okay, okay, okay. And then how about that one? Flip that one. Show me the money. Oh, you know what? You know what? That's fine. That is fine because we're gonna go. I don't get the biscuit, but I get 8 points plus the 6 is 14. That's not 17, but 14 is solid because now we're at 40 points. Um, we're gonna get at least 6 points here because of Sage. So 46 is better than 43. Um, So what are we gonna have show up? Another sage? Oh, look what just showed up, of course. There it is. Worthless to me. Hmm. Worthless mint. It's like you finish all your tea, the tea's gone, and then you realize you had some mint growing out back. And lavender, again, it's okay. So 46 points. There was no more sage. I wondered about that. I felt like there was a lot of sage over here. Yeah, there's a lot of sage over there in that first deck. All right, so 46. So this time my total score was 89. Uh, the previous game it was 96. So my first game was better. Um, yeah, I just played technically four games, but I think I'll now I'm going on the like two or one. The whole deck is one game, and I feel like this is a really really good game. Because not a whole lot of rules, simple, deep. Actually had an herb garden this summer and missed a great opportunity to play this surrounded by it. That would have been good. I feel like you could have made so many puns about the herbs. I'm not good at the puns. I'm not good at dad jokes, but I feel like you could have done a great job with that. See, you need to have just like a long-term yearly calendar where you just plan out all your jokes ahead of time and like here are my jokes about the games, the games, and the jokes. Oh my goodness, I'm not good at the jokes. Um, yeah, it's herbaceous. They also sent me the flavor pack. The flavor pack has star anise, cinnamon, and peppercorn in it. But you can't really play these solo because um, they're about like interacting with your private garden and the community garden and taking stuff from other people. So doesn't really work to take stuff from other people. Too lazy and disorganized for the yearly calendar. I mean, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Um, no, I'm sure there's somebody out there who's very organized. Actually, I've played games with those people. They're usually really good at games like Terra Mystica and Gaia Project, and I am not that person. Like I enjoy those games, but I am not good at those. Clay's Clay's kind of good at those sometimes. But yeah, thanks for watching and hanging out, guys. Thanks to Pencil First and their team for sending this over. Hopefully, I'll get to play more of their games. I'm okay with Happy Salmon. Did you see Happy Salmon? I think Happy Salmon got picked up by a new publisher, I think. So now we might not get it in those cute little bags anymore. It might be in like a box and actually have to fit on our shelf. Um, I just love the meme joke that like salmon is talking to you and the salmon's like, "Oh, there's a color named after me. It's a beautiful blue or green or silver, like my skin, right? Wait, what do you mean it's pink? Why is it pink? Why is it pink? Sorry. Um, I just ruined salmon, happy salmon. That's not a happy salmon. Um, Goodness. Marcus seems more at home with exploding kittens than North Star, but that salmon pouch. Oh, yeah. Why is it? Why is the color pink? All right. I will probably be on later today. I did open up my cartographers and took a look at it and started playing it. I just wasn't ready to stream it yet. I'll be back either tonight or tomorrow night with some cartographers heroes because I love cartographers. You guys have a good one. And those that watch later, too, happy gaming. Bye.